In this video, we're learning how to convert degrees to radians, and just a quick reminder that degrees and radians are both units that we're going to use when finding the measures of angles. So typically, you've probably heard of angles measured in degrees, but you can also measure them in what's called radians. You can kind of think about degrees and radians similar to like inches and centimeters, so they're just two different units used to measure the same thing. So jumping into example 1, we have 90 degrees. And if you look at the top of our screen, it says to convert degrees to radians, multiply by pi over 180 degrees. And the reason this works is because pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. So pi radians and 180 degrees are equal. So when we're multiplying by pi over 180, this is really equal to 1. So we're just multiplying our given value by 1, so it stays the same. So let's use that rule for example 1. So we have 90 degrees. So we want to multiply it by pi over 180 degrees. So first I'm going to put 90 degrees over 1 to turn it into a fraction. And now we're going to multiply by pi over 180 degrees. And we're going to want to cross reduce. So we can divide 90 degrees and 180 degrees both by 90. 90 divided by 90 gives us a 1 up top. 180 divided by 90 gives us 2 down here. If we multiply straight across, 1 times pi is pi, 1 times 2 is 2, so we get that 90 degrees is equal to pi over 2 radians. Taking a look at example 2, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to start by putting 150 over 1, and now we're going to multiply by pi over 180. And we're going to cross reduce, so we can divide 150 and 180 by 30. So 150 divided by 30 is going to give us 5. 180 divided by 30 is going to give us 6. And if we multiply the numerators, we get 5 pi. Multiply 1 by 6 in the denominator to get 6. So we get that 150 degrees is equal to 5 pi over 6 radians. And for these last two examples, I encourage you guys to pause the video and try them on your own, and then you can watch me work through them to make sure you've done them correctly. So example 3 is 200 degrees, so we're going to put that over 1. And we're going to multiply by pi over 180. And now we're going to cross reduce, so we can divide 200 and 180 both by 20. 200 divided by 20 is going to give us a 10 on the top. 180 divided by 20 is going to give us a 9 on the bottom. And if we multiply straight across, I'll do it down here. 10 times pi on the top is 10 pi. 1 times 9 on the bottom is 9. So we get that 200 degrees is equal to 10 pi over 9 radians. And finally, taking a look at our last example, we have 390 degrees. We're going to put it over 1, and we are going to multiply by pi over 180 degrees. We're going to cross reduce, so we can divide 390 and 180 both by 30. 390 divided by 30 is going to give us a 13 on the top. 180 divided by 30 is going to give us a 6 on the bottom. If we multiply the numerators, we're going to get 13 pi on the top, and if we multiply the denominators, we get a 6 on the bottom. So we get that 390 degrees is equal to 13 pi over 6 radians. So hopefully this video helped you guys learn how to convert degrees to radians. If you want to learn how to convert radians to degrees, check out the link in our description, and we've linked a video explaining how to do that.